Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, April 26th, 2024. As I'm recording this, we have some data coming out, and I will show it to you when we get it. Okay, we have gold holding its own here, up 1070 at 2,343, and silver up 10 cents at 27.49. Wanting to get above that 2750 level. Let's see if we can do it. GSR is sitting at, we'll call it 85, right in the middle of its range, more or less, 82 to 90. And here we've got the Dixie. Dixie is strong today at 105.68, and but the top coming off a little bit. What's going on with copper? And copper price is busting another move, up 3.4 cents to 4.57. If you were watching the data yesterday after my video, long story short, everything screamed stagflation. Okay, that's what is happening here. The Fed won't know whether to cut or to raise because no matter which way he moves, he's going to do damage. If inflation is back, he'll want to raise. If the economy is faltering, he'll want to cut. So what will happen? Well, he is stuck for the moment, and that probably means no movement for the foreseeable future. The stock market did not like that one bit, and you saw the haircut that the stock market took. But stagflation is nirvana for precious metals, and there is nothing that I think is going to stop this bull run. We may need to consolidate here for a little bit in the 27s and in the mid 2300s on gold, but these markets want to move higher. I really believe that. Okay, in pre-market, we've got the fear index at 39, Dow futures up 44, S&P up 35.5, and NASDAQ futures up 161.5. Looks like PCE is coming in pretty, and personal income is coming in pretty much on target, maybe a non-story there. But the market has noticed that things are really looking a little more tenuous, and I think we're going to have a reflexive bounce today in the stock market, but we could see more downside. Okay, what's going on in the deals? Well, a lot of the deals are pretty much the same. Let's start with a 1/10 gold eagle like we always do. That is 265.50 at Bold Precious Metals. Let's move all the way up to the quarter ounce gold eagle, and that at Bold is 638.36. And let's go to the 1 ounce gold eagle, and that is 2,401.80. That is about $50 over spot. All right, let's keep moving. Here's a 1/10 maple, was kind of a neat little thing. Let's take a look at that. You might like this if you like your gold authenticated in assay. 260.59 at bullion exchanges for, oh, it's not a maple. I screwed that up. That is the polar bear, but it's a cool little coin. Very nice, very nice. I got to fix that. Okay, sorry guys. All right, moving on. If you want a Krugerrand, ought to be one of the cheaper offerings, 2,365.99. And, well, just 30 bucks over spot for that. Of course, we're going to try to beat these deals as we get over to eBay and other places. Let's see what's going on in the spot deals or the bars. Nothing to really speak of. Platinum coins, and is platinum catching a bid today? Platinum is up $4.52, the random platinum coin, which might be worth taking a shot, 1,020.04. And, well, maybe you'll get a Liberty. I doubt it, though. Those go for more usually. Okay, and palladium getting pretty cheap as well. If you're into palladium, here it is, 1,097.49 for palladium in assay. Keeping going here, and bullion exchanges, one silver eagle at spot, 27.77. And the rest of the tube is over at Silver Gold Bull at 32.79. Good price on eagles there. Better price better price on eBay. Still got my green light on. I think we're consolidating here for a while. We got to let the price catch up to the 50-day moving average probably, and then we shoot higher. I think we do. All right, and we've got one maple at spot, and the rest of the tube also at Bullion Exchanges, 30.45 for a silver maple leaf with the shield guard. And let's see, how cheap can we get Britannia's? Britannia's at JM Bullion, 29.77. I sent this deal alert out yesterday when it was cheaper. We'll have to watch the price of silver. Maybe you'll get a break and that'll go down a bit. All right, and nothing at Costco this morning, but if you subscribe to my website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, over 450 people there taking alerts and contributing to the community. Then this is a community of people that want to buy precious metals. Once you've decided to buy, then you got to think about your timing a little bit. Then you got to figure out where to buy and what to buy. Well, we're trying to help you with all of that here on these videos and on the website, and join the community and join the chat room. Ask any question you want. All right, and in the junk category, which I still like very much, 20.93 for a dollar face at Hero Bullion. And this is a neat new deal, this Johnson Matthey. It's going to be a vintage. It's going to be a secondary market Johnson Matthey. You could get the new one. You could get the old one, which carries a very nice resale price. These are 300.20 for a 10-ounce bar. I would buy those all day long if I was building the base of my pyramid. But you can get cheaper bars in the 10 ounce, maybe a little under 300. How about today? 293.10 at bullion.com. And if you buy more, they are cheaper. There's a discount code where all the savings go to you if you want to use that. And the Buffaloes are still a great deal over at Kazoo Bullion. What else is new? We've still got the Germania bar. Now I want you to take note of this price. $2,853, and that is a beautiful bar at a reasonable price, maybe a little bit more than you should be paying for a 100-ounce bar, but I'm going to take you down to eBay really quickly, and here it is on eBay. So this would be the way to buy this, $2,882. So what we're going to do is use that PayPal credit card, $2,882.36 times 0.97. And this price will be $2,795. So you get that quite a bit cheaper using your credit card on eBay. Let's start to the top of the list. And how much are Eagles? Okay, on Eagles, you can scroll through these. You don't want the culls. I don't want culls in my stack, and I certainly don't want to save $4, no, $6 to get a bunch of hard-to-move culls that sell back at least $2 less than the BUs. Well, here are the BUs at $664. Let's do the math. It'll be the best deal you can get, divided by 20 times 0.97. Okay, and you are at 32.20. Whoa, did I do that right? 658 divided by 20 times 0.97 equals 31.91, under $32 for, oh, wait a minute, those are culls as well. We got to get to the BUs. Here we are at 664. BGASC, random tube of 20. Okay, they look to be BU, 665. Let's do this math again. 665 divided by 20 times 0.97 equals 32.25. Let's go back to the cheapest Eagle deal. So 32.25 versus 32.65 for a tube of 20. So why not save the 40 cents? 40 cents times 20 is $8. Do that a couple times. You'll have a free Eagle. All right, back to the eBay deals, and let's keep going here. Maples, a tube of maples is going to be $747.50 at Bullion Exchanges. You do the math, that'll be quite cheap. A tube of Britannias is $772. So the maples are cheaper than the Britannias. The kangaroos are 770. The maples are cheaper than the Krugerrand. So back to that maple deal. Is that for real? 772. I'm sorry, what? I clicked the wrong button. Where's the maples? There are the maples at 746. Is it there? Ah, those are milky, 746. Okay, you gotta check the listing. So 770. All right, well, 769. And these are BU 2000 random. No, they're random year maples. 769. So all about the same price actually. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Thought we had a good deal there. Junk is still a great deal on eBay. So let's see. Is this $200 plus this is $205 for $10 of quarters, and you're going to get that at around 19 times 19, low 19s times face. That is a smoking deal on junk. I do think junk is going to move when Eagles move. I think Eagles are going to move after the U.S. Mint releases their latest production data, and if they are truly in allocation mode, Eagles will pop, and then maples and junk will follow. So why not get your junk when people are throwing it away? They're throwing out the junk, guys. Are you the junk collector? Okay, here we've got here we've got random kilos, and you know those will be cheap after your rebate. 9.24. Take $30 off. You'll be at about 8.90 for a kilo, which is a good price. Here's a large lot, 2009 1/8. Take about $90 off, and you'll be at in the low 28s for buffaloes. Good for the base of your pyramid. Smaller deal here for 27. Nobody bought these Bullion Max rounds. 579. Call it 580. Take 15, $17 off. You'd be at about 565. Put you about 28 and a hair per ounce for a tube of 20 clean looking rounds, and you got bars for a little bit more. I showed you the 100-ounce Britannia bar, and here's a lot of bars for a little bit more than the rounds. The Kookaburra is still here on eBay. I've had a problem with my purchase from Walmart. Bullion Exchanges, who sold it through Walmart, has said there was some kind of fraud involved in my shipping and sent it back to back home, and they said they're going to reship it. But, I got that Kookaburra in the 800s. Maybe they're going to cancel my order. That's what happens sometimes when you go for the best deals and you get those rebate codes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, sometimes they cancel your order. You just got to be flexible with that stuff. Okay, let's go right to the 1-ounce gold eagle, or the 1-ounce gold, and let's ignore the Canadian sellers. So you can get a Krugerrand for $2,400, about $2,325 after rebates, and that is a random year BU, basically at spot. Maple for about the same. That has abrasions. I wouldn't want that. Let's see. Here's Scruffy. Wouldn't want that. Here's a random year Britannia, about 2406. Also near spot if you're buying gold. But if you want to get up to an eagle, whoo, that was an eagle right there. No, that's a maple. Sorry. Where are the eagles? You're going to pay more for an eagle. Here we go. Random year, gold eagle, good seller, 2004 28, 75 off would put you at about 23.50 for a gold eagle, much cheaper than the bullion dealers. Okay, and you can see similar dynamics in all the gold. Those rebates really kick in big when you start making big purchases. You can get the commemoratives. Those deals are usually good for U.S. sovereign gold at spot, near spot, 579 for a U.S. commemorative. And in the auction category, anything new and cheap. This one here goes off in one day. I'll show you that tomorrow, but it's already bidding 569. So not much meat left on the bone there if you're going to bid on that. Scottsdale Mint has had some smoking auctions going lately, and they still do. I love these little chunky bars. This goes in 32 minutes. So, the website is updated before 6 a.m. Pacific every day. Sometimes I get it updated even as early as 5. If you want to check the website first, you might find the best of the best deals before I put them on these videos, which 1,000 people watch. So, maybe the early bird gets the worm, but I like these auctions currently at 586. That is smoking for the Scottsdale Mint Chunky Bar, and then use your rebates when you pay. Let's see what else is going off here. These half-ounce rounds, so that's interesting. And here's a 5-ounce Chunky Bar. Let's see, that one's a little pricier. And ooh, I've got many of these, and they are very, very cool. 25 ounces for 728. This goes off in 2 hours. You may want to bid on that. Very, very upscale, premium, generic bullion, if you will. Okay. Check out the Scottsdale auctions. If you're buying, we know copper is going up, up, and away. And we've got other bars there, and my store, the eBay credit card, the Amex credit card, which is a smoking good card and can get you 3% off on eBay. And here's my PayPal card. Feel free to sign up for that. Get 3% off on eBay. In case you don't know, it's also 3% off at the US Mint and 3% off on Walmart. If you don't want to pick up that Walmart card, it's 5% off. And all this works on precious metals. And then PayPal is 2% off everywhere else. So I do like that card a lot. I hope you get one. Pick of the day, the only thing I've added here are the kooks. Well, kooks are back to $32 when spot is $27.66. That's a great price on kooks. Those will be flawless. They will come in a capsule. If you get 20, it'll be sealed in plastic. And always a higher buyback price on kooks. There was a day when that was like all people stacked, the kooks, the koalas, etc., because the resale prices were so good down the road. I don't know what the mintages have been lately. I haven't looked that up in so long. They used to make 500,000. Yeah, 500,000 is the mintage. But that doesn't mean they sell 500. So it's a good price on kookaburras if you want to have not the base of your pyramid, but if you're getting up a little higher, you may want to have some of those in the middle of your pyramid, okay, before you get fancy. And I showed you the vintage Coke bar and the historical Coke bar on Walmart. So these are $157. That is about $31.50 per ounce, but take 5% off of that, and you will be, I think, close to $30 on these little Coke bars. That's an indulgence, but for you stack collectors, that will bring some money down the road. All right, anything else here in the category? You know I like the Una and the Lion. And what's First Majestic selling their 10-ounce bars for now? They are going for $306.47. If you want to show Keith Neumeyer some love, pick up his new bar from his new mint. Anything else? Anything else coming out there? 10-ounce bars, kilo bars, 1-ounce rounds. There are the rounds, $614.94. What else have you got? 5-ounce bars. People like the 5-ounce bar. Okay, $155.74. Okay, well, that's enough of that. All right, you heard about the Kazoo Buffaloes. Very good deal. Here's the Geronimo. The cheapest you can get these for a full tube is $29.01 each if you're buying a full tube of those from Pinehurst Coins. The Mustang is cheap at $576.40 for a tube of 20. Those are reverse proof Mustangs. Let me see if I can find the picture that we put of that. Let's see. Here we go. Here they are. See that? Oh, that's going to go to the website. I'm into the chat room. Okay, so there they are. They're kind of a reverse proof with a frosty devices and a plain background. Very nice little round. But I wouldn't probably pay more than the Buffaloes. What else was there in here? Hold on, let me go back. Let's see, Pandemonium, Golden State Mint Bar. Those are going for $310.39. Those have gotten pricier. All right, and these pop bars are 1 ounce generic, I would call them, 30.05 each if you want divisible silver for the apocalypse. The 1.5 ounce rounds are still for sale at 42.80. That's going to be very cheap for a round that I'm not a fan of. Okay, and here are the coin shops are having deals every day, and you can get very good deals on junk over at Vermilion and probably at all three of these dealers. Go over there and subscribe and tell them Louis sent you. And check out their Buy It Now auctions, etc. You can find some really good deals there, especially on junk and generic, but sometimes on even pre-33 gold, etc. So you may want that. I'd appreciate it if you get over to newretirement.com and check out their free trial and plan your retirement. It is not expensive and definitely will pay multiple dividends if you do. Thank you to those of you that are buying me a cup of coffee. I do very much appreciate it, and I hope I'm saving you money like TH has said. And if you do, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you so much. Here's the Gixxon Sniper Tool. Okay, if you want to check out some of those auctions. And any other deals, let's see what's going on. Besides, there's the Walmart Capital One card. And let's see what's going on in the Chitty Chat room. So I think silver here, let's see, you're talking about gold backs. Yeah, we're catching up. Catch weekly support or meet weekly resistance end of week today. So end of the week is an important time to check the price of silver. I think we crossed over the Rubicon yesterday and held at 27. I think these prices are going higher in my opinion. Now, there was something I didn't tell you. I put it in the chat room. If you follow me there, I do post some stuff in there. But when silver was, no, I'm sorry, when gold was pushing 2,400, you know what they did over the exchanges, both the United States and the Chinese exchanges? They served to limit speculation, and they increased the margin requirements to take the top off of gold. I don't know if they did that for silver or not. Nobody has confirmed that. But when they start playing with those margin requirements to suppress the breakout, you know that they're nervous, okay? And they are trying to take the top off. They don't want to see gold blow higher, but I think it will. I think it's going to make another move and get through 2,400. And they're trying to keep it from doing that by increasing margin requirements. It's as plain as the nose on your face. The world is entered into a very dangerous and the either high inflation or recession or stagflation, both, or depression. Who knows what comes next? The stock market is trying to hang on by its fingernails, but that could be much lower, and I think it will be within the next few days. And silver and gold need some time to catch up to their 50-day moving averages. It's exactly what I've been saying. So I think this movement here in the 27s on silver and in the mid 2300s on gold is very constructive. If we can hold in here for a few weeks, we're going to push higher, in my opinion, which means you could be buying if that's what you want to do. Okay, so that's everything I have for you today and all the news I have. And personal income is on target. And the 10-year is blowing higher because people are saying, Powell, you're blowing it out of your ass. You're not going to know what to do. And how do you fight, stubborn inflation and a declining economy? How do you fight that? Well, go ask Jimmy Carter. How you fight that is you get the president fired, you get the Fed Reserve chair replaced, and then somebody comes in that has a serious mind on controlling our finances. Apparently, Trump does not have a serious attitude towards the Federal Reserve rates. He wants to basically make them a division of the president's office and control how low he can push rates. And if we get that, we're going to have negative rates before he can sign in. That is going to blow the lid off inflation. Okay, because he's not going to cut the military, and he's not going to raise taxes. Not that I want higher taxes. He is going to burn the fucking dollar to the ground, guys. And he did it before, and he's going to do it again. And vote for him if you want. He may be the best of your only two options, but He's the one that wanted lower for longer. He's the one that perpetuated the FOMO when we had it and then took credit for the higher stock market until all the wheels fell off the bus, okay? And he really does not understand monetary policy. He only understands cheap credit so you can go out and buy a house. And in the end, maybe you'll have lower rates on the short end, and maybe you'll have higher, stock market prices as we get a crack up boom. But that is going to accelerate things. I don't know why he's floating this release out there, or his friends are floating it to, give him influence over the Federal Reserve. It is what we know. It's a paper lion anyway, and we know they are controlled by the White House, but at least there is some sort of a flimsy piece of toilet paper, and you have somebody like Powell who is at least better than the alternative. What do you think Janet Yellen would be doing right now? So, keeping these rates in here is the right thing to do at the moment, not cutting. If he does cut, that means he's trying to keep his job and he's going to lick Trump's butt. But if he keeps it here, he knows that inflation is going to be stubborn. And the middle class is really pissed off. And the poor people are really pissed off, really pissed off. And we're going to have revolution, okay, if they don't get the monetary house in order. Now, if you have precious metals, well, you know how to take the exit, right? You're taking the exit from this madness. This is absolute madness. Not an intelligent person in the room, okay? Nowhere. But maybe if we can keep these rates in here for a while, we can suppress the economy. And it really is requiring recession and reset. The direction we're going now is not a happy direction if you want to buy a hamburger, or if you want to pay your rent, or if you need to pay utilities, which, you have $1,000 water bill, or you just want to keep from getting kicked out on the street, or you want to get food for your children. Washington has become, the pre-revolutionary France of the world, and Biden is Marie Antoinette. Okay, these people need to be replaced, and I suggest you vote for anybody and anything. Even a donkey could do a better job than the people in Washington are doing presently, as they blow up our money for bombs and they blow up our money for the stock market and the top 1%, and the people who will get filthy rich in the crack up boom in the stock market. I think we have a bust before we have the boom, but this writing is on the wall. It is bad and getting worse, and boy, you just better protect yourself. And you gotta be somewhat in the markets. I'm buying CDs at the moment with my money. 5.45% is what CDs were paying, and Treasuries were paying yesterday. And that is probably the way to sidestep this madness until we get the dump. All right, and we're going to get a dump, and then the people are going to come back in, and then we're going to get the crack up boom as the dollar burns. That's what I think is going to happen in a month, a year, 3 years. I don't know. How do you know? Boy, we've been seeing this happen since the first time that Barack Obama announced quantitative easing. I'm sorry, not quantitative easing. Monetizing the debt. Look, we've held on for 10, 15 years since then. So anything can happen, and they are very tricky in Washington. But there is there's no reason not to be buying. I think we're in a green zone, and I think you can accumulate here over the next couple of weeks. And, you have a little time, I think. I think you have a couple of weeks here before something else happens. If you're looking for it to move down, that could happen as well. If the stock market takes, 1,000-point down days, That could put a little lid on gold and silver and miners as well. But we gotta watch. We gotta watch because this could run away from you, as it did recently when it went to 30. Right? Did you feel like it ran away from you and you couldn't buy? That's the feeling you're going to have again pretty soon if you're not buying, during these smoother times. So let's see what's happening. And we've got gold up 12.30 and we got silver up 12 cents at 27.50. You decide. I've given you the best deals I can find. Good luck out there, guys. I will see you tomorrow.